Hello? Hang on. It helps if I switch my mic on. Hello, silly sausage. Can you hear me? I think you can hear me. I completely forgot to do something before I went live, so I need to just very quickly do something else. God, I've got too many things to juggle. And it's that long since I've done this, I forgot how to fucking do it. Hello, you silly sausage. Hang on, let's just very quickly go into the title. That's what I'm looking for. Here we go. It's a copy and paste. It's a copy and paste. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine time. Fine. Let's try that attempt again. Helen, you're still the sausage. Okay, that didn't work. Never mind. What's happening, people? I know that there's people there because I can see you all like watching and where you're watching from, but nobody said anything, which is really weird. Very strange. Very strange. Here we go. That's what I was trying to do. That's what it is. What it was that I was trying to do. Okay. I think that part's fine, so I can close that down. It's all good. What's happening, folks? I've got a coffee. I've got some Edfinch stuff to do. I'm going to have a snack first before I do that, because once I start touching these records, I won't be able to touch anything food-wise because my hands will be icky. And even though I've just washed them, I still need to gel them just now because I'm weird that way. Come and talk to me. All those people that are hovering over on Twitter, come and talk to me. It's being odd. What's been happening? I hadn't done a live stream this week. I've been very busy. It was my birthday. Oh, in fact, maybe I have to take those cards down. The birthday's over and past now. Num. Maybe I should get rid of those. Munch. What's happening? I'm waiting for you all to tell me how your weekend's going. How's the weekend going? I'm supposed to be cutting my lawn right now, but the prospect of being out in this warm weather with my dodgy knee, I'm like, let's do the Edfinch stuff. But I will need to do that lawn soon because it's about 3 foot long. It just went wild because it's been raining. It just went shut up. Munch. I didn't put any music on in the background. Well, I'm sure we'll survive. So who's here? Hello. Who was here last time when I opened my box of singles? Because we've got more stuff to do with those. I'm just munching on some mini cheddars. What's happening? I want you all to tell me how your weekend's been before I start explaining what I'm doing. There's people jumping in and out on TikTok as well who haven't said anything. Like, I can see there are people there not saying anything. Why? Not weird. Come and say hi. Grab a coffee. Let's have a chin wag. I'm trying to not eat and munch at the same time. Sorry, eat and munch. I'm trying to not munch and talk at the same time. I'm so glad you've been catching up on sleep. As you can tell by my big baggy eyes, I have not been catching up on sleep. It's been a busy few days. It was our birthday on Wednesday. Didn't really do much for that. We had a chilled out, stayed in the house, ordered some takeaway. What did we have? Italian. We ordered Italian. Watched some films, chilled out. I had a strenuous meeting at the start of the day, which kind of like fucked me up for the day. I just wasn't in the mood for celebrating on my actual birthday. The day after that, on the Thursday, it was my youngest kid's birthday. They turned 19. So we went to our mum's and had more takeaway. We had Chinese. On Friday, we went out. We went out on Friday. Proper birthday celebrations on the Friday. Dinner and drinkies. Yesterday I spent most of the day ordering stuff online. Mostly like print stuff. I had to like adjust designs and things for different print companies. They need different specifications. I was doing that most, essentially working, I guess, yesterday. You leave home at 4. You come home at 7. I mean, 4 in the morning till 7 at night. Yeah, that's a long day. That is a long day. Just think about the paycheck at the end of the month. You get home and yeah, that's if you've got the energy to eat. I know what that feels like when you're working really long days. Sometimes you're too fucking tired to eat. I've been there a few times. I know you wouldn't think it to look at me. But I actually forget to eat quite a lot. So, nice. Hopefully it'll all pay off then. We're almost done with these mini cheddars. So, it's Edinburgh Fringe show in August. It's going to have audience participation. Oh, so I need to create a whole bunch of these. Well, hello. If it isn't Della Pons, would you like to come up and talk to me? I can drop you the link if you want to come up. So this is hit on one side and miss on the other. Fuck you then. Cheeky bugger. You're pissed drunk, or pissed angry. It's only 20 to 6 in the evening. How can you be pissed drunk? You raging fucking alky. Oh dear. So yes, that's what we need to do. We need to sit and make those. You've been pissed all weekend. Well, good for you. I was celebrating my birthday on Friday. I'm not a cocktail kind of person. I'm very much a Jack and Coke kind of person. But we did cocktails. 56 again. Cheeky bastard. 72. I don't look a day over 65. Don't look a day over 65 with these big eye bags that are happening. So what have you been doing other than drinking? What have you been doing? Yeah, that was my come hither. That was my come hither. My come hither face. That was my sexy face. Just FYI. Slurp. I've drank that coffee really quick. I want another one. Maybe I should do that before I start pulling out singles and stuff. Even Morrison's earlier. I'm waiting for a delivery. But it's a late one. It's a late one because the delivery is cheaper. Okay, now someone's trying to call me. Of course they're trying to call me when I'm live. I haven't had to call me all fucking day. You want to call me now? It's typical, innit? It's called Sod's Law. I'm waiting for a delivery. Name of your sex tape. Never going to happen. Oh, I can hear myself. Okay, something just happened. Never. Oh, it just happened again. What is going on? Okay, I think I've got it now. Helen, your silly sausage. Your silly sausage. Okay, sorted. Shorted. Should I make a coffee and then do this thing, or should I start doing this thing and then make a coffee when we've made progress with it? I know what'll happen if I make a coffee. I'll get engrossed in what I'm doing and then it'll get cold. Maybe we should start this and then have a break and have coffee. Let's do that, even though I really enjoyed that and I want another one. Your silly sausage. Your silly sausage. That's me. If anybody wants to come up, let me know. I'll drop you the link. I see there's a whole bunch of people over on Twitter not saying anything. We actually do have Twitter comment. Oh, there's what I forgot to put on. I forgot my little ticker tape. Can I speak but not be seen? Yes, you just keep your camera off. Absolutely, you just switch your camera off. You're in control of that. Hang on a little minute. We need my little ticker tape. Ticker tapes. There we go. So if there is anybody over on Mixcloud, we can't see you commenting. You have to come into something else where we can see your comments. Most of the comments are coming from Twitch. I'll send you in a DM. I'll send you the link in a DM. Okay. Hickey hiccups. Hickey pops. It helps if I use the right keyboard. I'm not going to get very far if I use the Mac. What am I doing? I'm looking for... Bum, bum, bum. Where are you, Della Ponzi, 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 Pons? Della Ponzi, 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 Pons. Looking for your profile, Della Ponzi, Ponzi, Pons. I can see the group chat, but I don't see you on your own. How long ago is it since we spoke? It must be ages ago. Scrolling. Do I have you on WhatsApp? I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. You haven't changed your number, have you? Why can't I find you on Insta? Got you. I've got you. I think we must have been talking on WhatsApp because that was ages ago. I've sent it to you on Instagram. In the DMs. Doobie 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 doo. Just take your time whenever you get here. Not a problem. Not a problem. Right, so I suppose we should really bash on me what it is I need to do. Now that I'm here, I'm being like, can't be arsed, innit? My belly's growling, I'm hungry. Maybe I should have just had some lunch or something first. No, let's get on with what I need to get on with, because this isn't a particularly fun job. It's very tedious. I need to make some space for some things. I've got birthday presents lying beside me here. Do you see my birthday present? I think I meant showing you on social media. Music books. Lucky me. Lucky me. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Let's do this. I'll bring out this box. Box. So, I don't know if anyone remembers the saga, but the last time I did a live with this, I had ordered 200 7-inch singles, like old, grotty, scratched 7-inch singles. And I proceeded to clean them individually on stream. I didn't actually have time to clean them all on stream because I did I can't remember if it was a 2-hour or a 4-hour stream, and we only got through like 40 discs because they were filthy. Anyway, I digress. Long story short, there were not 200 in the box. I discovered that there were only 160 in the box. Well, actually, there were 158 in the box and 2 flexi discs, you know, the bendy ones. We listened to the Duran Duran one on stream. Anyway, so I contacted the guy on eBay that I bought them from, and a whole palaver ensued, and he basically called me a liar and said that he always puts extras in, so I was lying, and not only did I get 200, I must have got more than that. And I'm like, well, you must know how heavy the parcel is because you had to send it. Like, you have a record of that? Like, I just thought he'd made a mistake, because he made a mistake before when I'd ordered 12-inch singles, I think. Whatever. I'd ordered 12-inchers and he'd sent 7s by mistake. So he's prone to making mistakes. So I just assumed he'd made another mistake. And actually, he had contacted me before I'd received them and said, oh, I think I've sent 7s instead of 12s. Let me know when they arrive. And sure enough, there were 7s. So I did actually get sent 7s prior. But the point is, I paid for 200. I only got 160. So contacted this guy, and what an absolute nut job that guy is, I swear to God. Not the full shilling at all. And then started like saying that I'd threatened him and just generally a bit fucking mental, right? So the upshot is I'm short. I thought I had 200 and I don't. I only have 158. Well, it's asking me to allow my camera in a pop-up. You'll have to enable the camera. You'll have to enable the camera, but then when you get into the studio, you can have it switched off. Like, you'll have to still enable the system to allow it to... Oh, there's dust got into this already. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you'll have to allow it, but then when you come in, you can keep it off. So, actually, I'll rephrase that. He sent 158, but obviously I had received 20 previously that he'd sent by mistake instead of 12. So I actually have nearer 180, even though I'm still short though, and I still paid for 200. And the guy was like, "You're a liar. You're this. You're that. You're a bully." Over 4 quid's worth of plastic. Is everyone going to call myself a thief and a liar over 4 quid's worth of plastic? Fucking mental. Anyway, if you're anywhere near Hereford, don't buy records, because I found out who he was. He was using a completely different name on eBay. Obviously, he didn't want anyone to know who he actually is, because he used to speaking to people like they're fucking shit. Oh, I've got cat hairs in here. How did that happen? Oh, it's like fluff. It's like lint from something. I'm emptying them out the box so that we can put them back in the box when they've got the labels on. Well, when we opened the box at first, Chris, we went through them all. Well, not all of them, but some of them. And we came across The most interesting thing we came across was, do you remember FlexiDisc? We came across a 7-inch FlexiDisc that was Duran Duran being interviewed for Smash Hits magazine. And we actually played it on the... I mean, these aren't really playable. Like, most of them are scratched or damaged. That's why they're loose. That's why I've been buying them. I've been buying them not because I'm playing them, but the FlexiDisc was quite interesting. You're welcome to pop up, by the way. I don't know if you're free. Oh, I heard something. Right, your camera's on, Pon, so do you want to switch it off or before I bring you in, or are you happy to have it on, or what you're doing? I don't know if you heard that. Your camera's on. I don't know if you want to switch it off or keep it on. I don't hear anything from you. Is your mic working? Hang on a minute. Say something. I don't hear Pons. Has he muted his mic? What's going on? Hello? I think it's definitely his end. I don't think it's mine. Big wink walk. Wink walk. What was I saying? C-Dubs, you're welcome to come up if you want. I don't know if you're busy. If you let me know, and I'll send you a link in the DMs. I don't know what Pons is doing. I feel like he's playing with me, and not in a good way. Oh my. That's what she said. That's what she said. So she did. And he's gone. Well, that didn't last long, did it? Shirley Bassey. This one's Shirley Bassey. We kind of went through this a little bit on the last, well, not the last live stream, but the last time I did this on live stream. What is going on with Pons? You know her. There was like about 3 copies of Rolf Harris, and they looked like they were in pristine condition, like they'd never been played, but obviously nobody's going to play them now. Which is why they've been relegated to the unplayable box. It was hard work. You didn't say anything, Pons. Was your mic enabled? Like, what was that all about? Were you being a weirdo? Were you just being a weirdo? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Ooh, okay, I'm wrecking the furniture. Maybe we can count these whilst we're here and prove to fucking shitbag on eBay that he didn't send me 200. Because apparently I'm a liar. I mean, I said to him I had live streamed opening the box. He's like, who's going to live stream cleaning 200 singles? I'm like, well, I kind of did. That's why. Oh, well, maybe I am a bit of a loser or whatever. There's obviously some kind of fluff or something got into this box. All right, so prep work. We've got 2 boxes. Actually, I really want coffee now. You couldn't see or hear anything. I could see you. Your camera was on, but your mic, there was nothing. There was no sound coming from you. When I do this, I'm not sure if I should do it the way that I did this one, which was like flipping it upside down, like that way, so that when you flip it like that, it's that way up, or if I should do it so that they're both up the same way and do it like that. I think having it so you flip it over kind of works. I'm happy to take opinions on this. Should we do a poll? There's like 25 people sitting on fucking Twitter not saying anything. Terrible. Chris, I'm going to send you a link anyway. I don't know if you're still here, but I'm going to send you a link, and if you want to pop in, you can. closed Insta down. Hang on. Because you didn't say if you're free or not. So I'm going to send you the link anyway. Because I feel like I've not spoken to you for ages. I certainly haven't seen your face for what feels like an age. Okay, I'm seriously running out of space. I do not have room for this. Bum, bum, bum. I don't understand why you couldn't hear or see anything. That's really odd. I did make the mistake of talking to you before I brought you into the studio, which means you wouldn't hear that. But then when you came in, I told you that I couldn't hear you. Still couldn't hear you. That's my antibacterial wipes. I'll keep those there in case we need them. Right. Nobody's given me an opinion on how we should do these labels. You're all just sitting there watching me quietly, not saying anything. So, the way that this works is I've deliberately colour coordinated them because the room's quite big. It's a 75-seat room and it's quite big. And if the things were the same colour, I wouldn't be able to tell whether they say hit or miss. So I've colour coordinated hit is green and miss is like red, like stop and go, so that I can see them from the other side of the room. You're here. I'm just saying, I don't know if you want to come up and talk to me or if you're busy, but I've sent you the link on Insta just in case you do want to come up. You're more than welcome to come in and talk to me. More knockers. Knockers? This is Wizard. The Carlsberg Special, Piano's Demolished Phone. Ballpark Incident. It doesn't say which is the A side or the B side. Well, I wasn't sure whether to do it like this, where it's, you know, one side and then flip it upside down and it's the other way up, or whether to do it so that they're both like level with each other, so you turn it that way. I feel like flipping it seems to make sense. These have all been cleaned already, by the way. That's what I was sitting doing in the last live stream because they were absolutely filthy and dusty and manky and a bit gross. So they've all been cleaned already with the antibacterial wipes because I'm a bit weird that way. We want this to try and be as even as possible then, don't we? I'll tell you what, I've spent an absolute fortune in print stuff, having stuff printed, labels and things. That isn't quite covering that previous one, but it'll be fine. If you flip it, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Chris. I didn't quite get that even, but it's okay. My neighbours are making an awful lot of noise. Banging doors and shit. Okay. I feel like this is a precision task. Well, there's things I just wouldn't be able to have bought without that bursary grant or whatever you want to call it, funding. There's no danger. But yesterday I spent the whole day ordering stuff. So yeah, so there's one. That's the first one. Here we go. This is going to be a slow process. Slow. I'm going to murder the neighbour's son. He's been screaming all day. Oh dear. That is not good. Johnny Mathis. I'm stone in love with you. And Sweet Child, that's the B-side. CBS. There's one of my white hairs falling out. That's, see, proof that I'm getting old. I'm shedding white hairs. Just in case, you know, there was evidence needed. Just in case people couldn't see it with their own eyes. I mean, Pons did point out that I look like I'm 56. Because Pons is a bit of a shitbag. Did I have a nice birthday, old lady? I did. It was actually quite quiet. It was tame. It was tame on my actual birthday. We went out at the weekend. It was nice. Like I said before, I'm not really a cocktail kind of person. We did dinner and cocktails. 56 again. Yes. Is that not pretty much the same thing? Okay, I think I've messed this one up. There we go, that way. There we go. Make sure it's actually stuck. I can't believe there's all those people sitting over there on Twitter not saying anything. That's really weird. Like, why? Why? Sitting quietly. Tom Jones, Thunderball on Decca Records. Bum, 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 bum. Well, not now. It's not a keeper anymore. It's been stickified. Leave us alone. We're masturbating. Cheeky bugger. You're funny. It's funny. I'm not going to say where I went, Pons. I can message you and let you know that information. Just there's too many fucking weirdos on here. And it's not like I go out all the time, but, you know, I don't want them randomly turning up at places on the off chance I might be there. Okay, this is kind of, I've made this one a bit skew-with. It's a bit wonky, but it'll do. 3. This is slow. Slow progress, but I'll tell you now, you can tell by looking at that pile of records that there's not more than 200 in it. Do you know what I mean? That guy's a fucking clown. Esther Phillips. What a difference a day makes. That one, apparently. Ay, 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 ay. What have you guys been doing with your weekend? I know that Pons has been drinking. What have you been doing, Chris? Dragonfly is part of the Free Fringe Festival. It's one of the venues. Just FYI. Just FYI. Okay, this isn't very accurate. It's not perfect, but it won't matter. I maybe should be paying a little bit more attention, though. That one was a bit wonky. A bit wonky donkey. What was that for? Georgie Dan. Juanita Banana. If anybody wants to come in and sing it and let me know how it goes, by all means, feel free. Have an absolutely superb rest of your Sunday, Ponce. Thank you for coming in. It was nice to see your face briefly. Well, that's nice. Sorry, I'm getting messages coming through. I'm being distracted by that. Okay, this one has a bigger label. That looks like it has like the label for a 12-inch on it instead of, look, so when I've put that over it, the blue is still shining, still showing underneath. That's a bit annoying. Because obviously I've ordered these as 85mm, which is the size of the inside of a 7-inch. Hanging out with friends is nice though. Sorry, that's what I was saying, that's nice. Well, not necessarily talking about yard work. I was saying earlier that I was meant to be mowing the lawn in the garden. I just don't have it in me. It's too fucking warm and my knee's still dodgy. Yeah, I know. It's because this one's a much darker font, but it doesn't really matter if it's not visible on screen because I'll be able to tell the difference. I'll be able to tell the difference from the other side of the room. Does that make sense? You're right, it's not, the camera's not picking that up very well. But I'm going to know that it's not that side. Do you know what I mean? So when people are voting, that was the whole point of making them colour coordinated, just in case I couldn't read the writing. I'm not redesigning them now, and after spending 50 quid on labels, I'm not getting them reprinted. Bum, 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 bum. Julio Iglesias on CBS Records, but it looks like a really old CBS, like that's before the redesign. Maybe we should have some music in the background. What we'll do is we'll get through some and then I'll make a coffee because I enjoyed that last one. Me and my teddy bear. The cricket ones. Happy time. Animal songs. Pop goes the weasel. I've never seen a label like that before. I don't know. Happy Time Records must be whoever published it. You're a bit dodgy at the moment you slept in. Slept in for what? I might keep that one out. Actually, no, I won't. Let's get the labels on them. That's the whole point. Were you hung over, Chris? I hope that everyone understands and appreciates the effort that's gone into This fringe show, right down to sitting and sticking labels on fucking singles. I hope everybody appreciates all the tedious shit that's going on behind the scenes. 4, 7. That's all we've done so far is 7. I might need to pick up the pace a wee bit. Parlophone Records, Adam Faith. I really should stop reading them all. Why do they have small holes and not the standard 45 RPM big hole? What do you mean? That is the standard hole. They would only have the middle part missing if they were either in a jukebox and you need to put in one of those little plastic screw cap looking things. That is normal. It just sits on your turntable with a spindle in the middle. Don't tell me you do weird shit in America with fucking records as well. Is that another thing I have to add to my list of weird shit Americans do? If I find any in here, I'll show you what I mean. But the records with the big holes, I've usually had that part punched out of it so it can go in a jukebox. Right. If it's got a big hole in the middle, do you see how that's like perforated? It's designed that way to pop out. This is how it's supposed to be, right? With a spindle in the middle to go on your record player. But a lot of these singles were put into jukeboxes, which meant this part needed to be popped out. Do you see how it's like semi-cut out and you just pop it out, push it, and this breaks off? Well, the only reason they would have that out is if they had been used in a jukebox. That's why they were all designed that way, but that's how they're meant to look for commercial, for like normal home use. If you go into a shop and buy a single, that's what it's supposed to look like. Fucking Americans being weird again as usual. Well, I can honestly tell you they're not supposed to be, Chris. You must need an adapter in the middle. An adapter that looks like one of these, like a bottle lid. Like a plastic. I've lost count again. Or are we on to 8? Is that it? Is that all I've done is 8? The English ones are not weird, Chris. That's how they're supposed to be. Marvin Gaye. Wherever I lay my hat. Wherever I lay my head, that's my home. No, that wasn't the Marvin Gaye version. That was the Paul Young version. I know. Okay, I just messed this one up. Pay more attention, Helen. You're being distracted. Distracted. You've designed adapters. Well, obviously there's a market for them in the States. Maybe you should manufacture them and make them a thing. Since all the middles have been punched out. Which is really weird. Was that 9? I'm going to stop reading out what's on the labels because it's really slowing me down, and I need to get this done. Now that I've started it, I want to do it all in one go. I don't want to be doing it in dribs and drabs, and obviously I need to order more because I know that some sneaky people in the audience are probably going to be like pinching these, right? So this won't be enough if some go missing. So I need to order some more and have them on standby. I'll probably have some of these labels left over, so I might, there's some things I've ordered. I might have a little merch like site. I was actually going to have a merch stall at the Fringe, but I don't know if I'm going to have room at the venue for that. It's going to be really awkward. But I can maybe set up like a little page where people can order things that are postable, like stickers and coasters and things that are flat that can go in a post. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 10. Freddie and the Dreamers. Freddie and the Dreamers. I feel super scruffy today. I feel like I've still got bedhead. Total scruff. I mean, I did brush my teeth and wipe my face, but I just, apart from that, I feel like a total scruff. This is my can't be fucking bothered Sunday afternoon, Helen. And I know you're going to say, you don't look any different. You always look like that. Which is fair. I do always look like a scruff. Some days I just feel it more than others. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel more scruffy than others. I wonder if I should do these in little piles of 10. I could put them in piles of 10 and then it's easier for me to count instead of doing it individually. What if I put them up there? Is that weird? I can't believe there are people sitting watching me do this. Obviously just as bored as I am. I mean, nothing else happening. You're all having hungover Sundays. Okay, I really messed that up. Look, it's completely wonky. There's the hit. I'm going to flip it over. It's... Oh, no. Okay. Not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. Why am I getting text messages from people? Hang on. Now my hands feel grubby. I don't even want to touch my phone. Oh, was that you? Someone, no, but somebody else, someone's been texting me as well. Like I say, like, someone tried to call me earlier as well. It's like, nobody wants to fucking talk to me when I'm not live, and then suddenly when I go live, everybody wants to talk to me. I know these are clean because I already sat and cleaned them, but my hands still feel grubby when I'm touching them. Isn't that weird? I know it's an OCD thing. I know. Okay. What? I hope that's not the delivery driver on his way delivering my groceries when it's not supposed to be coming until between 8:30 and 9:30 at night, and it's only 6:20. It better not be turning up 2 hours early. I won't be happy if it turns up 2 hours early. That'll be very unfortunate. Oh, you're showing me your holes, are you? Oh my. That's what she said. Filth. Filth, I tell you. Right, let's charge this back up. I don't know why. Hang on, I need to go. That's the one thing I didn't look at. Hang on, let me look at your message. Honestly, Chris, I don't know why that is. I think it's weird. I think typical fucking Americans being weird, making life awkward for yourselves, because that means you have to have an adapter to play them. Whereas with these, you just put them on your normal spindle on your turntable. Anyway, you keep your holes to yourself. I don't want your wife being angry at me. How many did I put in my pile? 2. That's as far as I got. 2. 2 in the pile. Slow progress. I want another coffee. For fuck's sake. Terrible. That last one was really nice though. I don't know. I'm telling you now. Having the thing in the middle missing is weird. That's weird. Oh, is there adverts? I'm sorry. You know that Twitch do that to encourage you to subscribe. I can't even type. I'm surrounded by shit. I've got nowhere to type my thing. I'll wait till you come back. I didn't even get a notification to say you were getting adverts, which is weird. Oh, because I'm not on OBS. It tells me that on OBS, but it doesn't tell me that on Restream. That makes sense. I'm saying the thing I was originally saying, it didn't tell me there was adverts, and I realised it's because I'm not on OBS. Hello, Tiger Trek. How be thee? What's happening? What is happening? Tell me about how your weekend's going. Four. I'm trying to do them in piles of 10, but I don't know if I'm just wasting my time doing that. So I could accurately count them. 4. After being called a liar. See, there's one that's got a hole in it. Holy, 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 holy. I miss you. It's been some time. I haven't really been anywhere. What am I going to say? I can hear my door going. What is going on? I didn't do a live stream this week because I had busy things happening. So can you hang on a wee second, folks? I just need to mute this. I'm back. I'm sorry, I had to sort something. Have I had any fights with the pesky neighbours? Actually, weirdly, my neighbour brought in my bin from the street the other day, which was really strange because normally they're total gits, as you clearly know, because obviously you're mentioning it. But for some reason, I don't know why, they brought in my bin from the pavement and put it into like the garden part near my door. So I'm like, I don't know if they're after something. I'm very suspicious. It's not normal behaviour. So I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting to find out what it is that I've done. That I'm, you know, what the favour's going to be. You know what I mean? I'm waiting for it. Have I been feeding the crows? I have not been feeding the crows. However, crows do have a tendency to follow me around. I have a lot of magpies near here. The magpies have been getting well fed. Not so many crows. I think the magpies are too territorial. Okay, why won't this go on here? I keep trying to do this and it's wonky. Wonky. There we go. Okay, no, I still managed to mess that up. How did I manage to mess that up? Oh, try again. I think this is a weird shaped one. It's not like a standard. Go. There we go. I really want coffee. We'll get another couple of batches of 10 done and then we'll have a little coffee break. Hang on a second, I need to... Un momento! And we're back. I'm sorry. It is Sunday afternoon. There's lots of things going on in the background. Yeah, no. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Barbara Streisand. I Believe in Love. That's the B-side. Love theme from A Star is Born. What's for dinner? Good question. I'm waiting for groceries to be delivered. We haven't sorted dinner yet. That'll be next on the agenda. I can't remember what I've ordered. It depends on what arrives. And then there'll need to be a general consensus about what people would like. Yeah, I know how it is. We live in a democracy in this household. Thought you might be changing and I missed it. Nope. I was just having a conversation with someone in the background because I am not alone. You do have more recent singles with small holes. Chris, this is going to be your new obsession. You're going to be obsessing over holy singles. I'm telling you. Having the hole in the middle, having a big hole in the middle is not normal. I'm just saying. See, what did I say? That was 6. Let's do these and then that'll be my 10. I'll tell you what, there's an awful lot of Buzzy McBuzzing going on. What is happening? Command performance, A Night at the Opera, Reader's Digest free audition disc. And it's a 33.5 RPM. It's only on one side. Wow. There's no point in getting attached to any of these, okay? Because I'm not keeping anything. It needs to, you know, I've not got space for this shit. It's only meant to be for this specific purpose. Don't get me interested in trying to keep things that look rare or odd. Guess you're used to big holes. Oh my. That's what he said. I don't have the trigger that Badgies has. I don't have the little sound effect thing. And even if I did, it wouldn't work because I'm not on OBS. I wish I could make all the OBS stuff work when I'm on Restream. But I came in on the studio side because I thought people might want to jump up and come in and chat. Otherwise, I think you can actually put OBS through the. I think you can actually put OBS through the multicasting if you're signing it a different way. But I deliberately did it with the studio so that people can pop up. I thought we might have had a spontaneous chin wag. I was in Badgie's stream last night and she'd gone live earlier than usual. Any tabs open? What's going on? Are we back? I don't know if we're back. I think we're back. I think we are. Yeah, it said I'd lost connection, but I don't know why I would lose connection. Mind you, I've got quite a lot of stuff open. I'm saying I was in. There's Elvis Presley. You're the devil in disguise. Oh yes, you are. I was in Badgie's stream last night, and because she'd gone earlier than normal, she'd gone live earlier than she normally does. Because normally it's 3 hours in the morning for me, and I can't see her. And it was so chilled out and laid back, I could feel myself nodding off at the desk. Like I was sitting here watching her, and I was just like doing stuff in the background, with that in the background, and I could feel myself like, okay, it was so, you know, she was drawing, she had quiet music on, and I felt like I was ready to nod off. Okay, what is going on over on TikTok? Hang on. Apparently there's inactivity. I'm calling you out. You're a liar, TikToks. Anywho's. I wish the people that are sitting there not saying anything would come and tell me how their weekend's been. Because I'm genuinely curious. Hope you're all having a good one. I really want coffee. I could put some music on in the background, and go make coffee. And you guys could just sit and listen to it for a minute while I make coffee. Would that be an idea, maybe? Also, what do we think of the idea of merch? What do we think of me having a little page with some merchy things on it? I'm not talking about like big things like t-shirts and all that, because obviously I've got that on the Teesprings thing already, and that's expensive to, you know, set up. It's expensive to have stock, right? But I'm just talking about little Edinburgh Fringe things, and I could just, obviously people who are already there could get it in person, or I could post things out to people. I'm thinking things like tote bags, coasters, stickers, maybe like some framed signed discs or something. Why does TikTok Studio keep telling me weird shit? I don't understand. It's detected that live chat didn't appear on your screen in the past 2 minutes. I don't understand. Are people trying to talk over on TikTok and it's not working? What is it telling me? I don't see any comments in the live chat. No, Tiger Trek, I wasn't thinking of that. I think that would be difficult to market. The Pretenders. Room full of mirrors. Him to her. Mixed by Bob Clearmountain. Interesting. All right, so that was the 10, wasn't it? We did 10. Hang on. 10. So that's 20. Hang on a minute. Let's try and get them more evenly packed in. Okay. Let's take another 10. You've all gone quiet again, which is weird. You're being weird. Demis Roussos. Forever and ever, you'll be the one that shines on me like the morning sun. And that's exactly how it goes. It sounds exactly like that. Don't tell me I didn't nail that, Chris. Don't tell me that wasn't spot on. It was almost like Demis Roussos was in the room. I'm sorry, I'm just in the middle of having a conversation in the background. Hello, Geeky Boots. Oh, thank you for the rose. Hang on. Hey, Leggy. I have some curtains if you're wanting to dress up as him. You must have heard my Demis Roussos impression. No, these are the same records. These are the same ones that the guy insisted he sent 200 and there was only 160. We're now labeling them like this. See? Me show you. Me show you. One side say heat. One side say miss. Oh, I didn't do a very good job of that actually. Miss and hit. Okay, I messed this one up, right? Clearly. Whatever. I'll need to... I'm not going to fix it, right? But it'll just have to be wonky. It's a wonky one. That one's special because it's wonky. I did a thing. Oh, thank you for subscribing. I think you're my very first subscriber on TikToks. I don't even know how that works or what it means. Because I haven't had any subscribers before. What does the TLC at the end of your name mean? Make It Easy on Yourself by the Walker Brothers on Philips label. No clue either. On. I feel like maybe I haven't paid the Wi-Fi bill because it keeps disconnecting. And yes, I do have a few tabs open, but it really shouldn't make that much of a difference. I wonder if the router has tipped over or something. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's been knocked over or it's in the wrong position or something. Because it shouldn't be disconnecting like that. That's weird. Also, I've just realised that there's a bot set up, a Restream bot set up to prompt people to donate for the Edinburgh Fringe show, and it's the old PayPal link that doesn't exist anymore. So I need to fix that. And I noticed your comment on my Facebook page. I can't remember how much you donated, and I can't remember what the threshold is for the framed record. Mine keeps having a cat sleeping on it. That'll happen because it's warm. Cats will go wherever there's warmth, right? I miss my cat. It's only a tenner more. DM me your address, and I'll make sure there's one set aside for you. And if anybody else is watching this who donated on the PayPal, I set up a Fringe Makers crowdfunder. Actually, as it happens, that platform charges me a fee, which is annoying because the PayPal fundraiser didn't charge me any fees. This one does, but it doesn't matter. I felt like as a little incentive and a little thank you for contributing, people should get a little something back. So the Fringe Makers thing on crowdfunding, oh fuck, I can't remember. It's the Fringe Society that have set it up, right? If you hashtag Fringe Makers, you'll see info about it. If you donate certain amounts of money to the fundraising on there, you'll get like a little incentive. So I think it's, if you donate £20, you get a coaster. If you donate 30, you get one of Chris's 3D printed key rings. And if you donate 50, you get a framed 7-inch single. I think it's a 7-inch single. I can't remember what I put on there. Yeah, because I didn't have any 12-inch frames. So it's a signed 7-inch. I don't know if did I say it was signed? It's a framed 7-inch single anyway that says Jukebox Studio on it. It's not these labels. It's a different one. Your cat's only 8 weeks old. Oh, yeah. Mine were old ladies. I had 2. One of them died last year. Well, actually, one of them died previous year at 15, and then Cuddles died in November at 16, and she's missed. So she's missed, but yeah, I don't want to give it away just yet because I've ordered the print for that, and I want to, obviously, have it to show. But the framed 7-inch disc won't have these labels on it. It'll have a specially designed Jukebox Jury label on it. Like I say, I've been spending an absolute fortune on print. '18's a good age. My older one, Cuddles, was an outdoor cat, and that makes a difference. I think they say indoor cats live longer, although the one that died the year before was mostly an indoor cat. She seldom ever went out and didn't live as long, so maybe that's a fallacy, I don't know. But they say indoor cats are supposed to live longer. I've got a really itchy nose. Oh, so annoying. I think I'm due a cup of coffee. What if we'll get rid of this batch of 3. No, sorry, batch of 10. Was that the third batch of 10? What if I get rid of this batch and then I'll go make a coffee? Because I am thirsty. And I've got some flavoured water here, but it's not the same. And I feel like there's something in my eye and I can't touch it because my hands feel dirty. I know these are clean, I already cleaned them, but my hands feel dirty touching them, and now I can't touch my eye. Oh my God. It's more complicated than it needs to be. It's always more complicated than it needs to be. What I'll do is, what will I put on? I could put on a video or something while I make a coffee. It has to be something that's not going to get me copyrighted though, because this is going out on YouTube as well. Otherwise I would have just played a music video or something, but I don't want YouTube being wanky with me. We are getting there. We are. Very slowly. But progress is being made. The new cat Frankenstein is crazy. Well, if it's just a baby, 8 weeks old. They're allowed to be crazy when they're little and still babies. That one's too big. That label's too big. That one needs a 12-inch label on it. Here's Shirley Bassey again. Somebody was obviously a Shirley Bassey fan. Doopy 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 doo doo doo. Doopy doo. If I put this up here, hang on. This actually takes you to the Fringe Makers thing. People can scan it. I didn't even think to do that sooner. In theory, that QR code should go to the Fringe Makers site. I'm telling people to Google it and use hashtags and shit, and there's an actual QR code. If anybody's interested. like I say, there's little incentives. And what I was trying to say before, and I completely lost train of thought, was the people who already donated on PayPal, if they contact me, like DM their address, because I want them to get the same incentive, the same reward that the fringe makers people are getting. Like, there's people who donated money on PayPal before that was an option. And there's people who did donate more than £50 on the PayPal as well. So all those people should be getting a framed disc. So if anybody's watching this and you donated money on the PayPal, DM me your address and I'll make sure you get the same incentive you would have got if you'd done it on Fringe Makers. That's what I was trying to say. And I got halfway through the sentence and then forgot what I was saying, because I'm daft sometimes and I'm not caffeinated. Adoration. Jackknife. Walk on Heaven's Ground. That's Polydor. 1978 Polydor. I hope that made sense. So basically the people that donated on PayPal need to DM me their details. That's basically what I'm saying. Things that the incentives haven't actually been produced yet, or I don't have them to send out yet. They'll be getting sent out at the start of the Fringe. So people will need to be a bit patient. Ooh, it did. That's good. I'm glad. I think it's only fair. I think it would be really unfair to set up a new campaign asking for more money where the people get incentives and the ones that already donated didn't get any. That would be weird. You found Jilted John in your singles. There's the Pretenders again. Is that the same? Or is that the one that I already had in my hand? I thought I already labelled this one. Jilted John. Is that is she really going out with him? Or am I thinking of something else? Oh no, that was Joe Jackson. Was that Joe Jackson? I'm having a brain fart just now. I'm trying to think what Jilted John's song was. What the hit was. It's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, that should be another 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10. So that's 30 so far. Joe Jackson. Yeah. What am I thinking? What's the Jilted John song? I always get all that shit mixed up because there was another one that was Alexi Sale had a song, Allowed John Got a New Motor. Oh yeah. I remember that now. I do. I remember that now. Okay, let's pick something that we're going to put on as a temporary form of entertainment whilst I make a coffee, because I feel like I'm choking to death. I'm gasping for a coffee. Plus, I need to go and sort something. So, what will we... What could we play? Something that isn't going to get me into trouble. How long is that Edinburgh Fringe video that's on my YouTube? Hang on. We could maybe just put that on. Oh, it's not on the usual bit. I thought it was pinned. 3 minutes. 3 minutes should be long enough to go and make a coffee, right? So let's pause that a minute and let's share the screen. And then okay. I want to take my photo off.
Fringe is so important.
Because it gives breaks to young artists and young performers coming through. You can be experimental, you can be dangerous. You can push the edge of something, of the theatrical experience.
I think the Fringe is vital because it stimulates new work.
As an international artist coming from South Africa, I think that this platform is so valuable.
That's what the Fringe is. It's a launch as well as a joy to be part of.
It gives an outlet to a lot of people who wouldn't normally get the chance to be in an environment where so many journalists are. And what an extraordinary experience, you know, to see this amount of creativity in one place.
I love it. I think it is an important, unique experience. Every young person who wants to make a career in the theatre, in dance, in music, in cabaret, they should be here, testing out their wares, learning from seeing what other people are doing. What an opportunity the Fringe offers. It's nourishing art in every form.
So many incredible things to see that you can't see anywhere else at any other time of the year.
Hollywood has so many walls and so many people in front of everybody. It's effort to get to know people. The Fringe, you have world-class people and world-class talent, and they just want to have a drink and shoot the breeze. And that's very cool.
To go to Edinburgh and hopefully find stuff that you know nothing about, that's the great adventure of it, and I love that.
Well, for the performer, it makes you stretch your abilities and see what you're really made of.
The Edinburgh Fringe is important because it's fun. People need fun in their lives.
There's nothing else like it. There's no other festival in the world that has that level of excitement and energy and intensity.
This is the place where you can really connect with people again.
My goodness, I am having a good time here.
Hello, back again. Got my coffee. What did I miss? Anything interesting? Or nah? Not allowed to type it in here. Okay, what is going on over on the TikTok chat? What is the problem? I don't understand. Is there a problem? What the fuck is going on? God, it's so needy. TikTok Live is so fucking needy. If you're on another screen for a second, it's like in your fucking ear hole. Money, money, yap, yap, yap. Sorry, I missed that. Chris, who are we talking about? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm juggling 10 million things at once. The Fringe has been going for about 80 years, thereabouts. I know it's already had its 75th anniversary, so yeah. There's lots of famous people in town during August. That's what I mean though, like, I hate the name dropping shit because that's normal here. It's normal here, just walk down the street, bump into people. You know what I mean? No big deal. I am so squished into this corner. Seconds. I wanted to get it all done in one stream, but there's too many other things happening. I'm not going to be able to sit here the entire length of the time now. I thought I had a few hours to kill to sit before my grocery shopping arrived and I could just sit and chill and do this and talk to you guys. But there's too many other things going on in the back. As soon as I went live, I'm getting messages from this person. I'm getting texts from that person. I'm getting phone calls from this person. I've got talking going on. Like there's too much shit going on. I don't normally go live on a Sunday. Certainly not at this time. It's unusual. That one had a bigger label, didn't it? I normally do music documentary later on tonight. Sunday night music documentary. Don't know if anybody who's watching will be around for that. I can see there's a whole bunch of people, like 30 odd people sitting over on Twitter. I don't know if you guys will be around later for the music documentary. I don't know what that's going to be yet. I'm getting a wee bit fed up with the hip hop. I've been doing the Evolution of Hip Hop series, but to be honest with you, I feel like I'm all hip hopped out. I'd like to play something else. We did 3 series of it with 4 episodes per series, or season as you call it in the States. I think we've watched enough of that. I feel like it's time to switch it up. We did Wham and I got into trouble for that, so we're not watching that again. Oh dear. Trying to think what we haven't watched for a while or we haven't watched at all. I think we watched a police documentary. The band The Police. But I don't know if we watched the second one about Sting specifically. And I know that we watched how did I mess that up? Wait a minute. How did I mess that up? We've watched a whole bunch of different stuff. We watched a whole evening of Kraftwerk things. We watched Bob Marley. We watched Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy. We watched Ultravox when Chris Cross died. been doing the music documentary for about a year, maybe now or more. So we've watched a lot of them, but I only do it on Twitch. I don't do it on YouTube. I think it might go out to Twitter as well. Actually, I think it goes out on Twitter, but it doesn't go to YouTube. It doesn't go to anywhere else because of the old copyright thing. Yeah, I know how it is. Yeah, I know how it is. Right, what did I say? That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hands are feeling grubby again. I just washed them. Slurp. Slurp. Slurpy McSlurpy. What happens when the... Well, that only happens on OBS, doesn't it? Never mind. Never mind. Ay, 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 ay. Excuse me. Like I say, there's things going on. Hang on a wee minute, peeps. I'm sorry. I don't seem fully engaged, but I am really. I'm just multitasking as best as I can. Trying my bestest. Honest. All right, hang on. Just checking something out. I might have to wrap this up, guys. Like I say, the plan was to sit here for a few hours and bash on with this, but there's too many other things going on. How long have I been live? What time did I go live? I feel like an hour and 42. Okay, let's give it another 15 minutes or so. See how many records I can get done in the next 15, and then I'm gonna bounce and focus on the other things I need to focus on. Do it that way. Do it that way. Benny Hill, ting-a-ling-a-loo. Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West. If anybody's got any suggestions about music documentary for later, give me a shout. I'll see what I can do. If you've got any suggestions. Like I say, I feel like we're all hip-hopped out. I feel like I've done enough of those episodes. It's time for a change. Do you know what I feel like, actually? Something silly like... Has anybody ever heard of the Ruttles? feel like some silly nonsense like the Ruttles movie, or I know it's not a documentary, but what do you call it? Sorry, my mind's elsewhere. What's the name of that film? See, this is what happens with COVID brain. My memory's fucked. I know it's there, it's on the tip of my tongue, I just can't recall it. You know the film I'm talking about. It goes all the way to 11. I can quote from it. I just can't fucking remember the Spinal Tap. Spinal Tap. I feel like watching something silly like either Spinal Tap or the Ruttles. I know they're not documentaries, I know that they're films. Comedy music films, but I quite fancy something like that for a wee change. Some silly nonsense. I think we might do the Ruttles actually. Has anybody heard of the Ruttles? No? 32 people sitting here watching and nobody can say anything. You bunch of weirdos. Now, here's a piece of useless information for you. That single that I've got here is Carole King, right? It might as well rain until September. But did you know that Neil Sedaka's song, Oh Carol, I am but a fool. Did you know that that was written about Carole King? And that she was his girlfriend? Now, I didn't know that until fairly recently when, surprise, surprise, I was watching one of her Sunday night music documentaries. And that info was part of it. So there you go. Leggy Ladies channel can be educational sometimes. Who knew? Who knew? Who knew? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. Bum, 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 bum. I do love a bit of Ennio Morricone, I have to say. I was very upset when he passed away. This person who owned this was called Susan Harrod. The Sweet. Wigwam Bam, my God. Wigwam Bam, gonna make you my man. Wigwam Bam, gonna catch you if I can. Wigwam Bam, gonna make you understand. Sing along now. No? Nobody wants to come in. Nobody wants to come up and join me. Nobody wants to sing along. Nobody wants to come in the chats, in the call-in. You're all a bunch of stick in the muds. You're sitting watching middle-aged women putting stickers on 7 inches of plastic. I hope you're thoroughly entertained on your Sunday afternoon. Johnny Nash. Ooh, I like Johnny Nash. What's the song? Hold Me Tight. Let's move and groove together. I'm trying to think how that goes. Is that the one that goes, so hold me tight, girl. Ba 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 ba. Ooh. Is it that one or is that a different song? My favourite Johnny Nash song. None of you will even guess it. Shall I tell you what it is? Does anybody want to guess my favourite Johnny Nash song? No? No guesses? My favourite Johnny Nash song is Come rub up on my belly like a guava jelly. Guava, guava jelly. Rub it on my belly. And on that bombshell, we've gone through another 10 discs. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 40. I think I'm going to have to wrap this up. How long have I been live? An hour and 50. Maybe we could do another 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Let's see what I can squeeze in 10 minutes. I'll get going at 2 hours. Schlurp. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Come rub up on my belly like guava jelly. Guava, guava jelly. Rub it on my belly. Guava, guava jelly. Rub it on my belly. We are getting there. We are getting there. Ba, 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 ba. See, now that I'm not sitting analysing what's on the records and stuff, we're actually bashing through them pretty quick. So why don't you come on now and let it shine? Just let yourself be free, so the whole wide world can see. I can tell by the way you move, you got soul. I can tell by the way you groove, you got soul. You got something deep inside, nothing in the world can hide. I am so thirsty. I don't think singing's a very good idea. Let's stop this. Let's stop this nonsense at once. The Village People. Citizens of the World is on the B side. Go West is on the A side. And this cost £1.50. Apparently, it's got a sticky label on it that says £1.50. A little pink sticky label. I can tell by the way you move, you got soul. Like I said, I hope anybody that comes to this Fringe show in August appreciates how much tedious effort has gone into this behind the scenes to prepare it. And I don't have a bunch of people working for me. I'm doing it all myself. Oh, There's another one that's got a bigger label. That label's bigger than the... Let's swap that one out then. Oh, yeah. Okay, I just messed that up, but I don't even care. You're all very quiet. Is there an issue with Twitter? Like, it used to be that you couldn't see Twitter comments coming in, and then Restream seemed to fix it. Now I'm not seeing anything coming in from Twitter, so I don't know if it's been messed up again, or if it's still fixed but nobody's actually saying anything, or like it's weird that I haven't seen any Twitter comments come in at all. Roxy Music. Angel Eyes. Oh, angel eyes. Am I deceived? Shine down on me. Oh, angel eyes. Jim Reeves. I don't know any Jim Reeves stuff. My granddad was a Jim Reeves fan. I'm not familiar with his stuff. Maybe if I heard it, I would know it, but I couldn't tell you what any of the songs are. Just by looking at them. Oh, angel eyes. I'm tired, it's been a long weekend. Alphaville. That's the B side. What's the A side? Big in Japan. Big in Japan. How are we doing for time? 4 minutes. I'm going to try and bash through. Okay, I did put that on a bit wonky. Yeah, I definitely hurried that, you can tell. Hello, you silly sausage. Hello, you silly sausage. Herman's Hermits. Herman's Hermits. Alrighty then. So that's another 10. Well, that should take us to 50. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10. That's 50, and then we'll do another quick 10. That's the one with the bigger label. We don't want that one. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Columbia Records have bigger labels for some reason. I'm covered in detritus. I don't know if that came off of the box or what. What a scruffy git I am. The Partridge Family. I think I love you. What am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm not sure of. Isaac Hayes, the theme from Shaft. I am not going to try and sing that. There are some things that are off limits. Do you know what I'm saying? There are some things that are off limits. I'm just saying. I feel like I need to jump in the shower after this. I feel grubby. Scott Walker. I think what I'll do is I'll stop at the 2 hour mark, but I'll just I'll sort food or whatever. I think when I'm doing, this is what happened last time when I was cleaning them. I sat and did it during the music documentary. Like I just sat and did this whilst I was watching the music documentary, and I think I'll do the same tonight as well. We need to figure out what we're going to watch for the music documentary. I'm kind of feeling like we might be silly and do the Ruttles. I feel like we need some humour, some silly nonsense. Frank Sinatra. Strangers in the Night. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances. Was that a hit or was it a miss? Is that a hit or was it a miss? What do I think? My dodgy Frank Sinatra impression. Demonstration sample not for sale. Pussycat, the Ames Brothers. So again, that's just printed on one side. Because it's a demo. I say printed, you know what I mean? Like embossed or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's got a bigger label. Okay, we'll swap it for another one. Sheila Southern, Little Star. Don't know it. I don't know it. It's not familiar. But it's on HMV. It's on His Majesty's Voice label. White Wedding. Ooh, I wonder. I guess it's not the same as Billy Idol's White Wedding. There's an awful lot of banging and crashing going on outside. Yaz, Fine Time. That's Yaz as in Y-A-Z-Z. Not Yaz as in Yazoo that was shortened to Yaz in the States. They're two different acts. Yaz's big hit here was The Only Way Is Up, Baby. That's not what this record was. I've just covered it over. I can't remember what it was. Oh well. Was it a hit or was it a miss? That's the question. Billy Joe Spears, Blanket on the Ground. I already did this one. So there must be duplicates. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Right, we're at the 2 hour mark. Let's just very quickly finish this batch of 10. And then I shall say my goodbyes. And I'll be back later with a music documentary. And it might be the Ruttles. We'll see. Doris Day. Doris Day. On CBS Records. Move over, darling. Move over, darling. Right. Last one. I tell you what, I bashed through those quickly, didn't I? When I'm not busy yapping in between. Elvis Presley. Kissing Cousins. Kissing Cousins. Right. Okie dokie. That's our final one from the batch of 10. 10, I think. Hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10, so that's 60. I'm going to leave it there, folks. Like I say, I'll be back for the music documentary later. I don't know what time. Probably around... I usually say 11ish my time, but it usually ends up being like fucking 1 o'clock in the morning my time. Depends on if I'm needed tomorrow to run errands for my mum as to whether or not I'm going to get a lie-in or not. So... somewhere between 11 and 1 at some point in the next 4, 5, 6 hours or so, something like that, because it's only 7:36 p.m. here at the moment. So I'm talking like within the next talking 4 or 5 hours time. Right. It'd be nice to see you if you're able to make it. Cheerio, bye to time. I'm going to say my goodbyes. I don't think I've got any videos or anything to play. I don't have an outro video. I did have, but I need to remake it because the QR code's inaccurate. We can't be having inaccuracies. I'll take my packet of wipes out the way so that they're not blocking my on-air sign. Thanks for coming and keeping me company and allowing me to talk to myself. All the weirdos over there that haven't said anything. I'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks for taking an interest in the process and keeping me company while I do tedious shit. Right. See you later. Cheerio, bye, ta-ta.